Hello, Flosstube. It's Monica with Peaceful Times, and it's October 7th, and I'm back. It's been a while. I'm sorry it's been so long. Been super busy. I'll just kind of give a quick rundown. The last time I was with you guys was in July, and we had a couple of quick trips up to Wisconsin and things. And they were super fun. One was to my husband's aunt and uncle's house and with the girls, and that's always a good time. Another time we went to my mom's cousin's house up in Eagle River, and on the way we stopped at a couple stitch stores, and I'm going to show you a few things that I was able to gather while I was there. The first store was Lynn's of Madison, and they had a bunch of patterns that I got. This first one is My Home Sweet Home, and it's by Brenda Gervais. It's a little bit newer pattern. I don't know the date on it, if it was this year or last year, but it's a little bit newer. And then I finished the Autumn Alphabet by the Scarlett House, and so I was like, "Ooh, I've got to get the Christmas alphabet." I was able to find the fabric for this as well. I don't have it out right now. And then this is Every Opening Flower by Brenda, with the Needle and Thread by Brenda Gervais. As you can tell, I kind of lost my voice for a while. Having a hard time getting it back. But this one I'm excited about. I've got some of the threads here ready to go. I don't think I have all of them, but I have quite a few of them. And I'm not sure, it calls for Winter's Brew, which I haven't found any of that yet, but I have a couple of things that are pretty close that I think will work. So we'll see. Maybe even this one that I just got in a pack. Now, when you bought 3 patterns, you got to pick a freebie from their like 50% off bin. So there was a couple there that I wanted. Be a Good Cheer, Scarlett House. I wanted that one. I don't know if you can see it. And then this is by Little House Needleworks. This is Americana sampler. It says copyright 2005 and 2015. So it's 140. I don't know if it was maybe re-released or something. I don't know. But it's just a cute Americana type one. So one of these I got at 50% off. The other one I got for free because I bought 3 patterns. And that's all I did. I didn't go too crazy. That was a nice store. That was Lynn's of Madison. And they had quite a few things there. I, of course, had my family with, my daughter and husband were with, and so they weren't real interested in spending a ton of time. On our way up a little bit further, we went to the needle shop and the quilt shop, which is in Wausua, Wisconsin. Another really cute place. There I got some buttons. These go with one of those other Little House Needleworks. It's called the Patriotic something. I don't remember. But I showed it on one of the last videos. And these, I got the sheep and an acorn, and I don't know if you can see the crow as well. Now these, I think will fit fine, but because of the fact that I don't know what size I'm gonna put it on. There's also 3 little stars, but they come in like 3 different sizes. So I don't know what size I want for the stars yet. So I'm just gonna wait and see. We've been super busy with volleyball, super busy with school starting. I had the opportunity to switch jobs. I took it. I'm no longer librarian. I am just full-time resource. So I'm the half-time resource, half-time reading specialist, working, mainly with all the resource kids. So that's kind of always what I've been drawn to, and what I'm good at, what I really like. So I'm sticking with that for now. It's been good. We've gotten to do, we have like what we call PSSs, which is like a 504 plan, kind of like the IEP that public schools do. And so I get to, help with all those meetings, get those all planned and the parents in. And so it's been good. School's going good. I can't believe next Friday is already the end of the first quarter. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't made a video. I was supposed to make one in August and I didn't. So here I am, not even in September, it's the beginning of October. So I apologize. I'm in hopes of getting some finishes done soon. One of the things that's exciting is I have my last 2 quilts that I'm finishing, customer quilts, and I even think I'm going to quit being an APQS dealer. They want us to upgrade all of our equipment to at least a 2019 and earlier, which makes total sense. I don't have the money or the desire to really do that. So I think I'm going to be out of that as well. I think I'm going to be able to sell one of my machines, just keep one, and so we'll go from there and see. But I'm excited. It gives me more time to cross stitch and do all the things, right? So when I went out and saw my mom's aunt, Sue, she at one time cross stitched and still I think likes to dabble in it. But she had this, it's gorgeous, this beautiful like Lady Liberty, and I don't know the pattern. I don't know. Um, I think maybe she got it from. Let me see if I have the book right here. I don't, but it's like a cross stitch catalog. I've never seen it. I have a copy of it here somewhere. If I find it, I'll link it at the bottom of where she probably got this. I don't know that you can still get it. I don't know that the pattern's available, but just let me show you this. It's so cool. She did such a good job on it. So it says, give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shores. And then it says 1886 to 1986. So that must have been when she cross-stitched it. It was 1986. And there's so much like back stitching on it. So it's so cool. So she didn't want it. I'm going to get to frame it. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to have it up in my house, so it'll be good. Um, as far as a finish goes, I did work on Hey Pumpkin. I think I'd shown this before. I'm trying to get it out of the light. The light is so bright, but other than that, you can't see very well. So Hey Pumpkin, it's a stitch quarterly from It's So Emma. And this is my finish. So we went to see my son. He's out in Phoenix. He actually is currently in the United Arab Emirates. He's been deployed. And so before he left, my husband and I thought we better go see him one more time. So we headed out there. I got to go to the attic again. I'm going to show you all my stash from that at my haul at another time. I really mainly this time just got one piece, and of course it was one of Tanya's. It was a Scarlett house, and it called for silks, so I bought them. My kids went through and found the silks for me, so I think it had 14 different ones. So it's super cool. I cannot wait to start that. And I bought fabric for it too. So I just kitted that up. I knew I wanted to try silks. I haven't ever tried silks. I'm excited to try silks. So I have it right here. I might as well just show you. This is the one. Christmas in Holly House, Christmastide Holly House. So it has all the fun snowflakes and Christmas trees and the lovely reindeer at the bottom. And then these are the silks that it calls for. I chose, what is this? Prairie Grass Seraphim. I don't know if you can kind of see. Prairie Grass Seraphim. It's like a brown. It's a mottled. It's a hand-dyed from Seraphim. And then all the yummy silks. Let's see. There are 2 of these from Classic Colorworks. And I don't know how to say them. Bell something or other. I'll mutilate it really badly. But it called for collard greens and mud pie. And then here's the assortment of grays, browns, reds, white, green. They're so yummy. And these are mostly all NPI silks. So they're so soft. It's like, oh my goodness. So then I did go through and I'll show you later. Hobby Lobby had some bags, the little clear bags with the rings that you could put them in. So when I get started, I will re-kit them up like with the bags. I'm sorry about the sun. Now the sun's going down. I knew I only had a very short amount of time in order to deal with light. Other than that, it just gets so dark in here. So I don't even know. Maybe that's better or worse. I don't know the way it's shining in. Who knows? But anyway. But this time of year, because it's fall, I wanted to show you some of the other fall patterns that I have or finishes that I've done. I don't have all my finishes in here. I just grabbed one that I had. But here's a Little House Needleworks, the Old Red Barn. And I just love this one. It's got a crow. I don't know why I love crows. I guess because I fell in love with the movie Brandon Lee back in the day. You know, he died making that movie. And I don't like crows. I mean, crows are, I don't know, kind of evil. But I do love crows when it comes to just seeing them out on the corn and stuff. They're just very fallish. I love the red barn. My dad's got a red barn just like this. And of course, there's pumpkins and a little farmer and wife, which that'd be my parents, and the old red barn. So I just kind of like that one. This one I was in hopes of getting done this year. I haven't even started it. But it's a Praire Schooler double, and it looks pretty simple. There's literally 3 colors. There's a gray that's in the smoke, you know, from the cauldron, and then the orange and the black. So maybe. This is Trellis and Thyme. This was a cute one that I got at one point. It's on like a purple. You can kind of see it. It's fun. Here's a Lizzy Kate. This is Autumn Smalls. I have all of these, and I always think I'm going to get to them because they're small. They should, you know, I'd be able to get them done. I have yet to get them done. Ooh, I love this one. This one's Hands-On Designs, and it's one of those chalk, let's talk spring, utter, you know, autumn, spring, autumn, fall, winter, fall. There's the hashtag chalk talk series. And I don't have the others. And I like how you can use just pieces of this and make some other things. But this one was super cute too. So I do look forward to doing this. I've got to get another piece of black chalkboard or whatever. What did they use? Oh, it was a slate. No, yeah, slate. 32 count slate by Stephanie. Fabrics by Stephanie. I don't have any of her stuff. I would love. It's www.steffsfabby.com. And I always hear about her fabrics, and I want to try some of hers. I wish she would have like a like a monthly fabric of the month club or something. Um, I would maybe try and get a hold of that. Now, this is one of the first patterns I ever bought. This is a Cricut collection, um, and I love this, and I'd like to do all of them. I'd probably change the colors, but it's the word autumn, and they're just so pretty. It's just neat, you know, with the little everything between there's a black cat, there's a crow or a black bird, there's a pheasant because autumn. There's the cattails with and like a crick, spider, apples, little owl out in the tree. Um, just so many cool things. Acorns. I just love it. A bat. We had a bat in our house. Oh my gosh. So the one night I go to bed early. Not, I mean, 11 o'clock is early for me. I go upstairs and I go to bed. Next thing I know, my husband's calling me. I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, there's a bat in the house. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, there's a bat in the house. You're going to have to help me come get this bat out. Now, our house is an old farmhouse. We live on a gravel road in the middle of nowhere. And our son works like second shift, I guess. He works at a grocery store. He's a manager at a grocery store right now, along with doing real estate. And so, you know, he came home at like 10:30, and we think it maybe came in with him because we have like an outside door, and then we've got an inside door that comes into the kitchen with like a back hallway where you could put your coat and your boots and shoes and stuff. So maybe it came in the hallway with him, and then my husband went to let the dog out before he came to bed, and he says, I was outside with the dog and I turn around and look and there's something flying inside. He's like, I think there's a bird in the house. How did there, you know, it's the nighttime, right? It's late, middle of the night. It's not the middle of the night, but almost. It's almost midnight, right? Um, and he's like, that's a bat. So he opens the doors to try and see if he can get it out. It's flying from the dining room to the kitchen, to the kitchen to the dining room. Um, Again, really small house. Like, it doesn't have far to go. So he opens the doors and he goes to like look in, and here it comes flying at him, and it gets scared and goes back. And then I come down the stairs and I'm like, what is going on? He's like, oh, I've got the door open. So as I kind of came one way, I think it must have kind of flown out and it about hit him in the face, um, flying out because he was standing out by his truck. And so anyway, um, we got it out, which is good. But oh my goodness, crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, so I've been in this Fabric of the Month Club from BeeStitchMe. It's actually here in Illinois. And this is called Lightly Salted, Not Roasted. And it's almost like it's on 36 count, and it's a fat quarter, I guess, 18 by 27. It's like it's not, it's like a tan, I guess, a malted tan. It's a great one. It'll be great for about anything. You can put a lot of stuff on that. It's a great neutral. Almost has like a hint of pinkish to it, kind of. But those work really good for a lot of things. So here again is the Ye Old Crow by Hands On Designs. I can't remember. Maybe. Ye Old Crow, though, is the name of it. And I just used some fabric from my stash, some reproduction fabric, and then the mini pom-poms for the trim. This is one of the very first finishes I had this year. So it's time to get it back out and put it out. You can see I haven't changed summer stuff out yet. Bad. I just haven't had a chance. We've been gone every weekend, and not like gone on fun stuff. I mean, Arizona was fun, but just busy like with volleyball stuff and just doing all the things that have to be done with life. And I've had a ton of quilting to do. Okay, one of the ones that I worked on last month and did get finished is this one, and this one was from Patriotic Threads, and it was called, I don't remember, Patriotic Rose. I don't know. I'll link it below. It was in one of my last videos, but I did finish it. So it had the little flags that I had to finish. There's a major goof in it, but I don't think anybody else is going to notice. So I can tell you what it is. I'm off a stitch somehow, somewhere. Here is the correct way. It should be one over, and here it touches there. So I don't know. As I was doing it, I was like, oh well, it's not that big a deal. It's better to be done than perfect. That's what I found. That's my philosophy. Maybe you want to be perfect. Go for it. Take it out. Figure it out. I just want to be done. Um, this is one of my designs too. I don't know if I showed it before, but it's done. I just need to fully finish it. This is Let It Snow. It's got cute little, I can't even see it. I dyed it with some red dye. It's got some snowflakes on it. Let's see, what else do I have to show you? I guess that's about it, which is fine because that wasn't going to be a long video. I was going to tell you a quick story. When we went to Shipshewana back in summer, we stopped at a hotel that night, and we didn't want to stay in Shipshewana because it's pretty expensive there to get one of those little bed and breakfast places. So we're like, we're just going to get a regular hotel. Well, they were all out of hotels. So we were driving. And I was looking on my phone and trying to find, where we could stop. So we book a hotel. I even call. I call the actual number of the hotel in Indiana and say, hey, is this room available? Yep, it's available. So 20 minutes later, we show up and the entire parking lot is empty. And we go up to the door and it says, it was a Quality Inn. We went up to the door and it said it had been out of business since like February. There's a note. So I call back the place and I'm like, you just booked me a room at something that doesn't exist. And they're like, well, you went through a third party. And I'm like, no, I called the actual number. And they're like, well, the actual number is like, it's for like all of the Quality Inns. So just be careful when you're booking rooms because I don't know. I did get my money back. It was fine. We drove another 30 minutes and found somewhere to stay. And it was great. But just know that they don't know that there's actually a room or an actual physical building still up when you're booking. So buyer beware, booker beware, I guess. So I've got a lot of things in the works. I've got a lot of things that I've been working on. I had Whip Go from last month. I guess it was going to be July or August's, and I didn't do it. I didn't figure I would. What was called? One was one that I hadn't even started. I'm not really sure why I put something in there that I hadn't started, but maybe I thought I would get started on it. I don't know. And then I'm trying to find my Whip Go board to tell you what. So August was White Winter Moth and on Prudence. I never started that one. Then September was the Pumpkin, which I did finish, and Wise Men Still Seek Him, which I have a huge boo-boo on that one, and I haven't gone back and finished that one yet, but maybe I will. It's in my set of things to do. But now for October, I'm supposed to be working on one of the Halloween smalls, the fall smalls from what I just had here. I showed you Lizzy Kate, and then the other thing, oh, is a Plum Street Christmas one. I'll be home. So I don't know. It's already the 7th and I haven't started anything yet of those because I was trying to finish up. It's seasonal, so I'm kind of going, well, I want to do season stuff. But anyway, so the winners, so I got to flip back to that. Winners for, I'm losing my voice again. I got to get off of here. I feel like I need to cough, and that's terrible. Winners for last month. Oh, before I do winners, I did want to tell you, new YouTuber I found. I think I tried to talk about her last time, but it's Cross Stitch Kate, and it's C-A-I-T. I really like her. I like her stuff. She always has cute videos. I haven't watched a ton of them, but the ones that I have started watching, I liked. That was back in summer. I haven't watched any Flosstube or YouTube much since then. So, but back to winners. The winners of number 1, which is this one, from Peaceful Times. This is my company. This is Marion Bright. Looks like this. The winner of this is Vicky Rob. I don't know. Vicky Robideau. So you can contact me below, and I will send you the link to that PDF. And then the winner of number 2, which was the prim and proper, this cross stitch piece chart is Carmen Charles 3842. So Carmen 3842. You can contact me below as well. All right, it was good to be with you and catch up real quick. Pray for my son who's halfway across the world right now, living in a tent in the middle of a desert. So he says it's really humid, hard to breathe over there because it's surrounded by water. I don't know if you know where the UAE is, but United Arab Emirates. It's across the pond from the Middle East, from Afghanistan and all that stuff. We have, as of overnight, Israel's being bombed big time. Palestinians are taking over, and we had 3 earthquakes. So be good, be safe. I hope to see you back here again. Take care and keep stitching. Bye-bye.